What's up YouTube? For tonight's video I have a full cat team. This one was requested a very long time ago and I've only just got around to doing it. Firstly I want to say, hope everyone had a great Christmas. Did you get any cool presents? Tell me in the comments, I'd like to know. Also, if you'd like to see your theme team of your suggestion, write it in the comment section. If it gets thumbs up the highest, I will cover it in my videos. There's about 2 more that I need to do that I'm behind on, and other than that I'm pretty much caught up with all the suggestions. Okay, so I had to make use of this team now. It was great because a lot of these Pokemon knew Fake Out, so I wanted to work it around that, and I thought it'd be pretty cool to annoy the shit out of the opponent. I have had a couple of battles over Christmas, but yeah, things like Stealth Rocks and stuff was really hurting my team because a lot of them were just, it was U-turn on them as well. There's a lot of switching, so this is probably the closest battle I've had out of all the battles with this team. Okay, so unfortunately we've got a Poliwrath lead. I'm not really going to be able to do too much of that. I know that I can use Fake Out on it. I didn't want to stay in at all, so I just U-turned. There wasn't too much I could swap into. The only one I had on my team that could really swap into any fighting moves was my Luxray. This was a bulky defensive Luxray set with Intimidate, so that was like the only way that I could swap into any fighting moves. And even then it wasn't the greatest. Okay, so I get Intimidate off. Circle Throw is going to swap me out, unfortunately. I was hoping for something like Brick Break, but what do you know, that's going to swap me out. So I'm going to get my Leopard out, which I can't actually touch him with at all. So I thought, well, let's just swap in Luxray again. I can get my Intimidate off again, lowering his attack like a second stage. That'll be pretty good, and I've got the type advantage too. Although this is not a conventional Luxray, but it still carries an electric move. Okay, so I'm going to get swapped out again by Circle Throw. I think, judging on my damage, it could be banded, but I'm not 110% at the moment. But I'm thinking it may be. Okay, so I was going to Fake Out the Poliwrath and try and finish it off, but they're going to obviously predict that. Okay, out comes Swallow. Now this thing is quite tanky. I'm Life Orbed Purrrrrfect, by the way. I was almost going to run this as my lead, but I didn't. Purrrrrfect gets knockoff through Tutor. You took the risk there because that could have had Sticky Hold, but it didn't. And I get rid of the Black Sludge, so I just took a risk there. Swallow is going to use Yawn. I say Yawn on this thing all the time, so I don't want to stay into that one. Let's just swap out. There's no point in me U-turning because I'm going to take more life damage to myself than more damage to the Swallow. Just going to swap in Luxray again. This guy, there's nothing really much I can swap in. He Pain Splits there, which was decent, but I had Luxray to swap into that. I wasn't really expecting Pain Split right at this moment. So I get a little bit left for his recovery. Now, the move I'm running on this is Discharge, because I thought it would be most handy on a defensive set. I can fire off Discharge and maybe get a Parallax. And now, Sludge... sorry, that wasn't Sludge Bomb, that was Toxic. I saw the little animation, thought Sludge Bomb. Okay, Toxic is going to poison me, and I've actually got Rest on this set, so I wasn't too worried about that. I'm just continue to spamming off the Discharge. I'm thinking he may go for Pain Split this turn. I was hoping for a Parallax, but he uses Sludge Bomb. That's going to deal me a little bit more damage, plus I'm poisoned already. I wanted to get my health back and get rid of that poison, so I thought, oh, bugger it. He can Pain Split me on Rest, it doesn't really matter. But instead they swapped, which was interesting. So I'm going to rest on my... Oh, sweet, that's great. I'm going to go to sleep and get all my health back. But out comes Raichu. I can't touch that at all because I know Raichu's got Lightning Rod. I've only got one electric move on this, unfortunately. Just the nature of the set. So I guess good thing is I get my health back. Bad thing is I can't do anything to this. I was thinking maybe it's got Sub or something like Pikachu. It's got Nasty Plot, which is... Yep, bad, because it's already got lots of special attack. It outspeeds my Delcatty by a lot, but this Delcatty set is really great. It's also a Fake Out set, so Fake Out does tons as well. It's a Normalize as well, so I've got Sucker Punch, which turns the Dark type into a normal type, and I get Stab, and that's going to take Raichu out, so that was sweet. That was a completely annihilated Raichu. It was awesome. Okay, so I'm a bit wary about this thing. I then bugger it, let's just go for Double Edge. And I outspit and I get a crit. I'm like, wow, that definitely did matter. So that's Poliwrath down. Man, that was good. That was a good crit. Okay, apart from that, I didn't get any more luck in this battle. So out comes Magmortar. This was the thing I was most worried about. The idea was I wasn't too sure if it had Flame Body, but if it did, it'd be bad for all my little Fake Out scouting Pokemon. It's just going to fire off a Fire Blast to me does lots. I wasn't 100% sure what item was, didn't have Life Orb or anything, so I'm thinking it could be choiced. Maybe even Expert Belt, but I'm just setting up a Prankster light screen there. Regardless, I need to get some screens up on my team. I've got Light Clay on my team, sorry, derped out for a second. So I'm just going to hit up the light screen and reflect there, and that's really all this had the chance to do, because this Fire Blasting, it was crazy. Okay, it's going to go for another Fire Blast, so yeah, I've had some pretty bad experiences with Fire Blast, so hitting me like 10 times. I had a battle the other day, and I think it hit me 8 times in a row. It was crazy. Anyway, so into the Alcadi, I'm going to fake out and try and get some damage on this thing. They're going to swap out. They're obviously trying to keep their Magmortar in healthy shape. Like it could have, I wasn't too sure, but most of them carry Vital Spirit, but there can be an odd Flame Body one, which is real annoying for a physical attacker. So Executor is going to come in, and it's quite tanky. I just swapped in Persian because I'm carrying Taunt in this for good reason, because Executor, well, this appears to be a stalling Executor. A real pains in the ass. Now, I wasn't 100% sure what other moves I had, but like Psychic, maybe a grass move like Giga Drain, or one of those type of moves. So I just taunted it anyway. That was my best bet. I even half expected a swap there, because Persian does tend to run U-turn, but they're just going to Giga Drain me, so that's kind of bad. I'm losing a bit of health there with Giga Drain and Leech Seed. Right, there isn't 110 things that I can do to this thing, so just U-turn is my best option here. And it does some fair damage there, which is nice. I know that I can finish that off with my Purrrrrfect, because it's got slightly higher base attack, which is going to be my best option. But I thought, nah, let's go into Life Up, because they'd definitely be scared off by this. But they stay in and Giga Drain, and they crit me. Goodness me. So, sorry, I apologise, I actually swapped into that. I thought they'd be scared off by me. But regardless, I get critted there, which really, really sucked. I was trying to get a swap there. I had Dark Pulse, which would have annihilated it, so I can just tell that it's very defensive there. So I knock off its Lumberry. It's probably obviously a Harvest set, and now this Executor is really, really annoying. So I'm just going to go for U-turn here, because I know it's in range of me taking it out. So it's going to protect. So it's got Protect, Leech Seed, Giga Drain, and it's got Lumberry. I mean, it could have Rest or something, I don't know. But Lumberry is quite handy on it, because it can just heal off any status. Okay, in comes the Magmortar on my U-turn. I should have just gone for knockoff. I was almost going to go for knockoff there. I should have just done that, but I was a bit scared that Executor would live, and yeah, just and rest, and I'd be wasting my life or damage. I should have just gone for it then. Okay, anyway, I thought, well, I might be able to get I might be able to discharge off with Luxray. That'd be really great, because I think this is definitely choice, whether it's choice specs or choice scuff. I wasn't sure at the moment. So that was like loads to me. I'm very defensive, so I wasn't expecting to take that well at all. I get the Sleep Talk off, but unfortunately I get rest there, which really sucks. I would have loved discharge there. Even any damage on Magmortar at the moment was very important. Sure. Okay, so it's going to hit with another Fire Blast. It's been quite accurate at these, and that's going to take my Luxray out. Poor Luxray. Okay, now I'm going to swap in my Purrrrrfect again. I'm starting to get down a small amount of health, so I have to really make these next place count with it. In comes the Swallow. I just faked out, so they're obviously just sacrificing the Swallow for fodder and Life Orb damage on me, because I can't really do anything. It's got minimal amount of health, and it's already paralyzed, so it's completely useless. Right, so I feel I got about 3 shots left out of this guy, and that's this girl, and that's about it. I didn't want to U-turn there and waste health on my Purrrrrfect, so I just thought, well, I have to sacrifice one of the 2 Pokemon. Let's go Persian. So it goes for another Fire Blast. I'm thinking it may even be Choice Scarf, but I knew that it was choice one of the 2 options. So that's Persian down, so they're hitting very nicely there with Fire Blast. Now I want to see what would happen here. Okay, so I thought, well, should I go for knockoff straight away, or should I go for fake out? And they're bound to swap, or if they stay in, like, what should I do? I had to go for fake out in case they stayed in, like thinking that I would go for knockoff and Executor. But Executor is going to go for Protect in. I'm thinking, oh crap, are they gonna swap back in their Magmortar when I U-turn? Or should I go for knockoff here? I thought, let's go for U-turn because they may think that I've already got knocked off. It was crazy mind games. Anyway, so executive does stay in and I'm able to get it down, so I'm really happy with that. That thing was a general pain in the backside. Okay, so I got 9 health left. They've got 2 Pokemon remaining, the Ursaring and the Magmortar. Haven't seen anything of the Ursaring yet, so I wasn't sure what to expect, what set was running on that one. Okay, so out it comes. Now I was thinking, I reckon I took a really big bet here. I thought, you're going to probably be a quick feet or a gut set, so you may protect on the first turn. I couldn't do much with Purrrrrrfect anyway, and I was right, that was really good for me there. So I'm able to get some sort of attack off on this Ursaring. I had no, I didn't have too much damage on me, so I was pretty much expendable with Purrrrrfect there. So all I've got left now is my Delcatty, which I was fine with because I'm happy to use this thing. It's quite strong. With this little combo that I have got. Okay, so we've got the Guts Ursaring. So I'm going to fake out. Magmortar is not going to swap, wanting to be swapping into that. I get a crit there. Now that really mattered because Ursaring has quite nice just base health and stuff. So I get the fake out and the Sucker Punch there. I had to think about that move for a bit because I was almost going to go for double edge there if the Magmortar came in, but it didn't. Right, this is the last Pokemon each we got, so I just went for Sucker Punch here. I thought, bugger it, and I nearly took it out. I was so close. Magmortar to just go for the Flamethrower, so I had both, and that takes me out. But damn, that was a really close battle. I got very close there in the end. That was an enjoyable team to use. Very nice, but I'm convinced that was a Choice-Scarf Magmortar. But damn, that was good fun. I'll just quickly run over my sets anyway, so you guys know what's going on with them. Persian's just a normal one. Set that's commonly used a lot of the time. Just what item did I gave it? Focus Sash, Taunt, Fake Out Return, U-turn. Purrrrrfect, actually, funny enough, Purrrrrfect is quite similar in its set, but instead of giving it Taunt, I gave it Knockoff instead because that was handy. Now this is my Delcatty set. It's definitely my most favorite set in this team that I made up. So we got Normalize, obviously, so Normalize changes all your moves to normal, so that includes stuff like Thunder Wave, which is interesting. It's got Fake Out, obviously, it's got Sucker Punch for a priority, Double Edge for some real damage, and we've got Last Resort as well, and it's holding a Silk Scarf to boost up the normal type moves even more, so it hits pretty hard. And especially on some of those frail sweepers, you can get like the double priority with Fake Out, Sucker Punch, so it's very good at cleaning up. Lipard was a nasty plot sweeper, didn't get to use him, so I got critted. Meowstic Male was just a screener, that's really all his purpose was, and Luxray was a defensive wall with Intimidate and Discharge, Sleep Talk. But that's about all for this one, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. If you've got a team you'd like me to use, don't hesitate to leave it in the comment section. Please leave a like on this video if you enjoy this sort of thing. And if you see any comments or teams you'd like in the comment section, give them a thumbs up, and I will give you the person who wins a shout out for their little team. And yeah, that'll be cool. A couple of other teams coming up, but I was going to do a stream for Christmas, but I knew lots of people would be away. So, do you guys want to see a stream? Just let me know in the comment section. If we get enough people, that'd be great. That's about all, guys. Thank you for taking the time out of your day watching my videos. Peace out.